to have our time wasted, to wait on calls that are never going to show up again. See, here's the thing. If they don't act like lazy pieces of shit the first time, something gets done in a timely and efficient manner, and the victim doesn't have to go through 6 fucking years of this, 7 years of this now. But homeless people are treated inhumanely everywhere in the fucking country. This isn't specific to Phoenix, Arizona, or Denver, Colorado, or Tillamook, fucking Oregon, or Hood River, Oregon, or fucking Spokane, Washington, or Tacoma, Washington. We live in a nasty country. Now, thank goodness for me, I have a YouTube channel, but I needed help doing that. If it wasn't for that help, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. Now, so far, we have jumped through every fucking hoop, and literally none of these Nazi pieces of shit have done a goddamn thing legally. None of them have followed the laws. And then, of course, we have to keep on changing the subject to housing. How much of this housing bullshit before these son of a bitches do their fucking jobs? So going in to tell these fucking pieces of shit that I can't just keep on waiting for their goddamn phone numbers and them telling me they did shit. Prove it! Fucking prove it! They're supposed to do it with the victim. When I have to just take their word for it, there is a 100% guarantee that they fucking lied to me. So let's make sure we take care of this shit. Let's make sure that we get the information that the cops should have done their fucking jobs on, but won't, because they're fucking pigs. Ain't no such thing as good people. There's you pieces of shit, and there's one of me. One of me does not constitute good people. It constitutes a good person. One, as in singular. As in your little bitches, and it's nobody's fault that you're little bitches but you. So don't be little bitches, little bitches. But then again, that's kind of like telling a hamburger not to be a hamburger. So of course, I got to go into this place and explain to them, hey, I'm still running around in circles for no fucking reason. Why the hell am I still running around in these fucking circles? Why in all of this fucking bullshit has nothing actually been done? It's not that I haven't gone to these places, filled out the paperwork, called everybody that I'm told to call, in fucking triplicate at least. And here I am still having to go to the same places that I was victimized at before to turn them into themselves. You get to see how many felonies they've committed just in the process of doing that. The fact that I'm going back is only because if I don't do what I'm told, these bitches get to pretend that I didn't try. It's obvious that they are literally not going to try. None of these places are going to try because they are all friends with each other. It's a small fucking town. It is not any of their rights to deny me this. And we're here. Now this phone call that they made to try to blah blah with housing, supposed to give me a call back this afternoon. It's well afternoon. So let's see what we can do about this. See, they're supposed to be mandated reporters. Instead of doing their jobs as mandated reporters, we're jumping through fucking more goddamn hoops. Now, I'm still waiting on them to do their job the way that they're supposed to. which is with the victim. They're supposed to help the victim, not keep the victim in the dark, not lie to the victim. When I got to turn this shit in, it's their word versus mine, no matter how much evidence I have, because they control all the evidence that I need, and they're not going to give it up, not willingly anyway. But I'm going to ask for it. There is probably quite a bit that'll be left out. I'm used to that. See, that's the problem with having no civilian oversight. These people here are the reason that the heroin epidemic is so bad. They don't make money off of helping heroin addicts. They make money off of having these heroin addicts stuck in the same environments, spending all of their money week after week after week on things that don't work. Thank you, ma'am.
Well, I haven't turned it in before, yeah.
One more form and then we are all caught up. Okay, this one, I'm gonna ask you some medical questions. Most of them for you.
I was working on a phone call that has not come yet, and it's almost 4 o'clock.
Okay, do you know who was supposed to call you?
Her name starts with an A. She's the lady I spoke with out here yesterday. I think that's it.
Okay, let me go find her. Give her just a minute and she'll be right out for you.
Yes, ma'am.
You guys not partying?
No, it's cool today.
My last name? Apparently you guys hired a new company. Yeah, we lost Red Box. Ready to get the last name?
Who do we speak to? 'Cause I haven't.
Gina, she would be the one you talk to.
Okay.
Whoops, there was a little.
I'm sorry, I thought yesterday when we talked, I told you that I would call you.
Well, it's almost 4 o'clock, though.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was on the phone with them and only was able to call them just now. We had to resubmit all of the application this morning because the paperwork that we filled out yesterday, and then I had to print a whole bunch of additional paperwork. And they said that, like, I only literally just got off the phone with them. And I'm so sorry, but they said that they did not receive it yet. And so now we are gonna have to wait until tomorrow.
This makes it so that I literally have to take a whole day out to wait on a phone call. That's the thing about living in my car and having the disabilities that I do. I have to take a whole day out to wait on a phone call.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean for you to wait the whole day. I only literally just got off the phone with them.
That's what it ends up being, and that's why I try to explain it. The situation with having to be gang stalked and harassed and harmed for 7 years, and literally I'm still going through all of this. This is not how it's supposed to be. When a disabled person is blown off because they're being abused and they've gone to the people they're supposed to, we're supposed to have a caseworker that helps us out with that. I haven't had a caseworker. I haven't had a guardian. I haven't had any sort of representation. I just get abused and sent around in circles. This is insane.
I am trying my best to get through to them, but they haven't received the paperwork on their end. I sent it in this morning at 9:20.
That all makes it a big pain because I have to try to take all that stuff into the court and show them, and I don't have any documentation myself to show them because I'm still waiting. That's one of the things that's horrible about all this is that no matter how much effort I make, without people documenting it themselves and helping me to turn it in, it's just my word versus my predators every time. And with most of my predators in this town being actual law enforcement at this point, it's a very scary situation.
Well, and unfortunately, we don't have caseworkers here, so we can't, assign like a caseworker to you. We can just do like what care coordinators have been doing to work on trying to help with resources like housing and what we're currently doing.
Well, that's the thing about mandated reporters. When you're an at-risk adult, you're given a list basically as soon as you get the diagnosis of who it is that you're supposed to go to if there's a problem. And one of the people that we're sent to, the reason that police send us to mental health, isn't so that you guys can hook us up with therapy and with housing. It's because you're supposed to help us with the paperwork to turn in our predators if we're disabled. And we get sent around all these different therapists that are supposed to be mandated reporters. That's why the law is written the way that it is, that it makes it so the police are allowed to send us to you guys. And then you guys and the police just bounces back and forth over whose job it is. It's nobody's job. And then we have to learn the laws about mandated reporters. And then you move to a new area. You find out that 30% of the staff on hand haven't had any mandated reporter training. They're all new, and chances are they're probably going to quit their jobs before they figure out what their jobs are.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
So, what can I do for you today?
I just had to come in and make sure that at least something is getting done because I can't just hurry up and wait. I've been hurrying up and waiting for 7 years. I still have absolutely no progress. All I have is a complete loss of all of my money, a vehicle that's breaking down, no place to live, and all because I didn't have help with a caseworker helping me to turn in crimes committed against me in 2016 and 2017. And it just accumulated, and more people hopped on board, and more people took part. When Natalie got killed at the end of 2017, they should have done something with me instead of letting these predators have open game at me. Open season. I've gone to everywhere that I'm supposed to go to show evidence. Nobody looks at it. They tell me it's not their job. I got to show it to somebody else. I tell them what my disabilities are. Instead of them helping with those disabilities, they capitalize on those disabilities to prevent me from getting help. This is expensive for all of us.
I am doing what I can within, what we're able to do here to help you. And we all are on our end trying to help you.
I've been here for 7 months jumping through these hoops and I still keep getting sent back to the same people.
Now, I know that they do casework at DHS, and you said you've been in contact with them.
The problem is that without a friend or family member, it's just like coming here. I get blown off and I get sent to another place. I've been to literally everywhere. The one thing that I don't have, that I have to have in order to be allowed to even defend myself, is somebody who actually cares. Whether it be a caseworker, a friend or family, a guardian, it doesn't matter. It needs to be somebody who actually cares instead of someone who's going to pass the buck. Mandated reporter jobs are supposed to be all of your jobs. That's the reason we're sent to you. We're not sent to places like this for therapy. We're not sent to tcchc for therapy. When crime is committed against us, we're supposed to try to turn it in immediately. When we try to turn it in immediately, we're ignored by the cops, blown off, talked over, and sent to mental health. Mental health tells us it's not their jobs, and they send us to police. The police send us to DHS, the Northwest Senior and Disability Center, the APS. They send us all over the place. But the one thing that we don't have is actual support in doing any of these things, so we're just running around in circles. I've got hundreds of people recorded on my channel speaking about this. There's also a pretty decent internet following of people who don't like TFCC or tcchc. because they're getting the runaround too. And then, of course, we're told to call 988 or the Oregon Suicide Hotline, and those places dehumanize us entirely, talk down to us like we're not human beings. They have a 15-minute max that they're allowed to talk to you. And if you go over that, then they will literally push you to commit suicide in order to get themselves off the phone so they don't get in trouble. Why am I still jumping through all these hoops? Like the amount of time that I'm in therapy that's an equivalent amount of time I could be sitting in that very same room in peace and quiet, writing stuff down that I need to write down in peace and quiet where I can function.
I don't know what room you are speaking of, but we don't have a room like that here. I'm sorry.
You do. I already spoke with Dr. Boggs about it. All right, I guess I'll come back tomorrow to check in. Thank you, ma'am.
You don't, it's not necessary to come back. I will call you.
It is necessary to come back because I don't believe that people will call me because so many times they just simply haven't. God bless America and all that. This is what happens when you have to go in alone. By the way, there's a cool bike here. Mostly Volkswagen. I saw that bike on Facebook Marketplace this morning, I think. All these people are doing is sending us around in circles, all of them playing retarded about their job. Every goddamn one of them. Why am I sent to these fucking places? I'm denied my rights because these places won't do their fucking jobs, and they won't do their fucking jobs because I'm denied my fucking rights. God bless America. On the bright side, it's only costing me every fucking bit of goddamn money that I have to run around to be fucking fleeced by these pieces of shit. And what are you cunts doing? Nothing. That's why I rip your dumb asses out. Because you're doing jack shit. Jack shit, you selfish fucks. And somebody has to fucking beg you for years to do your fucking job, and then I have to go to a stupid cunt like that back there for her to be a fucking lying ass cunt at me. Fuck that. I'm not required to say nice fucking things to those fucking pieces of shit. But you notice I fucking try. I try to treat those Nazi bastards like they might have been humans once. But the thing is, when they sold out actual human beings for a paycheck, well, that's when they broke their oath and showed that they're not worth keeping around. That's not the same as saying it's okay to kill somebody, because it ain't. But if it's at the point where your life and your loved one's safety are at risk, that's not killing people, that's self-defense. Law enforcement and my so-called friends have done everything they can to help my predators get away with their crimes, allowing those predators the mistaken belief that there will be no consequences. I say mistaken belief because I have guaranteed that there are consequences for many of them already. And I'm not going to stop. You're going to have to kill me to shut me up. Are you willing to kill me to shut me up? Obviously, calling me a snitch ain't as hurtful to me as you might think. Nobody made you the cowards that you are. And just because you're bigger than somebody else doesn't make them a sissy. when they find another way to take care of it other than violence. That's just using their noggin. Also, when you pull a gun on somebody, you better goddamn well pull the fucking trigger. Because some people got a memory like a steel fucking trap when it comes to shit like that. They will bide their time and they will take their revenge. I believe today is... Let me see. Let's make sure I'm right. No, Wednesday. Alright. Well, I drove by this church to check. Let's see what it says. Alright, no sign on the door, so it's not this church today. So it might be the Church of the Nazarene or the Seventh-day Adventist. They're not, but they haven't shown me that they're not. Matter of fact, most of them have shown me that they are cowards. There's no other translation for it. When you won't tell the truth because you're afraid of the consequences for you, that is selfish. I don't care about the consequences for me. Now, how true is that? It's not true. I do care about the consequences for me, but I care more about the consequences for others, which is why I don't shut up. Let's see, it might be at this here Church of the Nazarene. We'll take a look. Nope, this one ain't it, so it must be at the Seventh-day Adventist. That's a Nazi stronghold. This country's pretty fucking nasty. Thank goodness there's people like me who are willing to stand up to these Nazis. Those of you who want to pretend we can't compare this to Nazi Germany, if you're a homeless person, you goddamn well can. If you're homeless, you exist as property of someone else. Let's see, I do see a homeless person walking that direction, so that might be it. I understand that I'm far nicer to these pieces of shit than I should be. I wholeheartedly understand. I do. But making martyrs of son of a bitches doesn't work. And if you don't want them to be made martyrs of, you have to kill a lot of them. Like, so many of them that nobody's going to remember any of their names. They're just going to remember they're dead. And a lot of them are dead. Meanwhile, we're told to deal with this in a peaceful way, and all that does is get us and our loved ones murdered. They're doing all they can, all they can, all they can. Who the hell they're not. They just got on the phone. Huh. Well, here's the thing, is that I've got their words where they said they did such things, but if I try to take that to court, what evidence do I have to go in with? None. I have their word. That's it. They feed them filthy hobos here? I thought it opened at 4. I guess not. No pets allowed in building except certified service animals. I'm a certified service animal.
Oh, yeah, they were the service dogs. Oh, he's got that. Just thinking this was inside of it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was every time they eat either this church or the other one, First Christian Church. Oh, man, the whole church
So-
could hear the dogs bark loud and
I'm not
clear.
even sure what time you open.
Well, you can come on in if you want.
Thank you, ma'am. Do I have to leave my service gerbil in the car? I'm glad they like that. Thank you.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Well, I just recognized you from coming over here.
Oh, okay. I thought you seen somewhere else.
I help out, at like the warning shelter sometimes.
Yeah. I don't do the one shelter anymore. I don't do the one shelter anymore.
Not right now.
A few days ago, somebody broke into
Oh, I can bring the
Welcome to
copy
jail.
over, sorry.
Really?
for people,
I didn't know that. Did they take stuff?
Well, they were
Did
doing
they
bad
take
things.
stuff?
No, they were doing bad things.
Ask them about that.
I told the cops, and the cops.
You don't have to apologize for nothing. You are pleasant every time I'm here,
Cops don't care.
and you're not my maid, so thank you.
They
You're
try to
welcome. Now bring the coffee creamers in just a second. Do you see a little, how are you doing? A little green light there?
No, it's no color at the moment.
I've used my hand.
Green light now, yes ma'am.
Okay.
There's some people, well,
Is it all right if I grab a cup?
if you you stand right here and you look around the world, right, and look around the world, like, you have energy like I do, or you guys have a lot of energy, or you guys have a lot of energy. I don't know about,
Here's
other part of the world, I'm not sure. I'm not
coffee
sure.
creamer, you guys need it. And the reason there's a few milks is because when they sent me the milk and the instant pudding, they couldn't read it. It says 3 quarts, not 4 quarts.
Hey, we have matching nails, kind of. Wait, the other hand. They're like green like mine.
Oh my God, my fingers are moldy too. I too have fingernails. Right?
Welcome to the club.
Right? We're all humanly humans now. We should start ourselves a club for people with fingernails.
And eyes.
And eyes? Well, that might be a little bit too inclusive. If we stick with fingernails,
Don't really work very well. I have to put stuff in them for them to work. So.
right? You know what I noticed? When I poke my eyes with my finger, I have problems
They
seeing
don't
too.
work as well.
Amazing, huh?
It is. Plus, I've got an addiction to jalapenos, and that doesn't really work in my favor.
Jalapenos and eyes do not mix.
So, these people were all nice to us and brought things for us.
They always do.
Ah, grazie.
Here today. Sure you were at graduation.
Yes, I was. Thank you. We're done. That's a nice campus down there at the university. It wasn't very warm.
It was hard to eat. Really? Wasn't too warm?
It was fine this whole year. I'm going, oh, this one. get sunburned.
Can I take this water?
That's right, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm getting better at dancing. Thanks for helping.
Sean, I haven't seen you here for a while.
Yeah, it's because I've been hiding from people.
Oh, okay.
Not a real big fan of violence, and I'm not a real big fan of people who support violence. So,
Well, that's pretty smart. Okay. Got to see your car around a few times, but I haven't.
yeah, I waved at the back of your head the last time I saw you.
Did you?
I saw you
Okay.
driving by, and I was like, oh my God, I know that dude. That's Gary.
Yeah.
But
That's
that's
right.
not Gary. That's not Gary. It is. Oh, it's the back of his head I'm waving at.
Well, thank you for being friendly. I appreciate
If
it.
you'd have been somebody's mother, you'd have seen me waving
I
at
knew it. Eyes in the back of the head. You got it. I know.
you. I had a mother once.
I bet you did.
I did.
Most everybody has that I've seen, yeah.
Unfortunately, the barcode on the test tube, it has numbers on it, and I couldn't decipher it, so I don't know her real name.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like 86113-4,
Well, the important
Pretty
thing
good
is.
number.
right?
It's all right.
Yeah, yeah.
But what star date is that? I probably shouldn't ask that question in a church. That's a sci-fi question.
Well, if it's a sci-fi question, I probably don't have an answer.
Well, that's all
Yeah,
right.
You're here. That's the important part.
The great thing about sci-fi questions is that none of us have the answers, but somebody will come up with it eventually.
Yeah, that makes one happen.
We got flip phones, and we can call outer space with our flip phones now.
There you go. Oh, really? That's
Yep,
cool.
it is pretty cool. I don't know who that guy is with the blue Honda, but he's creepy. What are these?
They look like something, maybe vanilla pudding and chocolate pudding sundaes,
I was
or
gonna
banana
try.
pudding. I can't tell what the other one is, but definitely chocolate pudding.
I was
It's
gonna
called
guess
food.
flan, but I don't know because I've never seen flan except the stuff that comes in little pudding packs.
Yeah, I don't think that's what that is, but sometimes we might research it. Yeah, it looks like they have started stuff in there. Only toilet tissue in the center.
The counter is wide enough for my bottom, but my head space is huge.
That's all I can say.
I got on YouTube and I got to see something really cool. I got to watch a police officer overdose on fentanyl.
The needle stick or
Nope,
sniffing it?
she was checking somebody at a traffic stop and the wind blew it in her face and she dropped down to the ground and they gave her the Narcan. I'm like, she's
Brought her
not
right back.
an addict.
Brought it right back.
No, it just made her flicker her eyes and do this a little bit.
Oh.
And then they took her to the hospital. But I guess it brought her back. I mean, she went from being passed out to her eyes doing this.
It will be some
that?
It just is Narcan, but double strength. Because this has 8 of whatever the medicine is, and this has only 4, so it's double strength.
Okay.
But you're welcome to take whatever, however.
I don't need any, but I run into idiots all the time, so I'll take one of each.
It's good to have it, just in case you see someone that needs it.
Just in case I'm related to stupid people. Yes, ma'am. The human race is one giant family.
Did you find the paper towel? There. Oh, okay.
I got a question for you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
All right, so this whole Jesus saves and everything, why has he not stationed lifeguards at the gene pool?
At the swimming pool?
The gene pool.
Oh, the gene pool.
Yeah, there are no lifeguards at the gene pool.
That's true. That's true. One of those things, I guess, back to life.
Some people's senses of humor.
Yeah.
Whoop. Sorry, folks.
Good evening. How are you doing tonight? I'm okay. Pretty scared. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. That's a good deal. I'm waiting here, so. Perfect, Jerry.
Hi, Gary. How are you, sir?
Okay.
Looking good, Norm. And so Mark and Nancy are doing okay, huh?
It's not where it's called this day.
You got your work city. Since I've seen them. I know. You wearing the Oregon State?
How's everybody here tonight? Yeah? I sure do. Susan? Okay, and.
Are they out there already? Not ready for them to serve, and not thankfully to serve yet, huh?
Excuse me, miss. Is there an elevator in this church?
No, there's not.
So we gotta take the stairway to heaven. Don't laugh at my jokes, it only encourages me.
Oh no! I did not see that one coming.
Right?
That one got me.
Yeah, jokes I won't tell in privacy at church. Is it really private if I say it here?
I don't know.
I don't either. Near as I hear it, God hears everything. All right, I guess I can let you get back to work. I'm half dazed. I just remembered why I asked that question.
What?
I was noticing that even though we're in a church and we're minding our P's and Q's and behaving ourselves, apparently there's no radio privileges because we don't even have elevator music. But with no elevator, it makes sense. Do we have any stairs music?
Does that exist? Stairs
I don't
music?
know. But there could be escalator music.
It could be
Oh, yeah,
that's
scale.
stairs music.
That could work.
That seems about right?
Yeah, but I think with half the people in here, that might trigger them.
Maybe.
We'd probably be better off going with like Def Leppard or Pink Floyd or
Oh yeah.
maybe some Jethro Tull, but don't tell anyone I said that one.
Church or boy?
Yeah. You know what though? I never liked Elvis, ever. But I think that his gospel is beautiful.
Not even a little bit?
Not even a little bit. The only singing that Elvis ever did that I liked was his gospel. That's the only part where his singing actually came out. You can tell he was a good singer.
I can see that. I grew up on Elvis, so.
The rest
I'm a
of it
fan.
was machismo.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm done bugging you.
I already grabbed some tongs. Oh.
Okay, I'm trying to think what it's called.
Well, what did you do for Memorial Day?
I like that one.
I just got every time you come here, makes me wonder what's been going on with them, you know? Still makes me wonder what's going on with them.
It's going in this.
Oh, sorry, Larry. Well, not as pretty as I was yesterday, but I'm still here. I woke up with an extra wrinkle and an extra gray hair. Yep. I woke up with a scroll up ankle. You must have gotten an attitude with it in your sleep. Sometimes I wake up and my legs tell me I need an attitudinal adjustment. When times are tough and I don't think I can carry on, I always remind myself that Elmo loves me.
You want to join us?
For grace or prayer? Those I'm qualified for. I'll be right over.
Okay, there are more. What are kind of buns though?
Bread. Just call it bread.
Yes, I think it'd be different if they squeeze on their own mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard.
Pardon, mademoiselle. I'm going to try to attempt to reach the coffee. Thank you. Oh, did you want to get all pushy and shovey? Yes, I did.
Hey, that's my coffee.
Reminds me of Veruca. It's my bar of chocolate. Give it to me now. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Chinese food? My friends eat McDonald's, but I'm a chili. Raspberry to get puppy food. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Chinese food? I'm trying to remember who sings that song.
What song was it?
It's a rendition of Oh Lord, won't you buy me mercy? Isn't that Janis Joplin?
I think so, yeah.
My friends
I can tell you, I got her out.
I must make a man. The problem is getting it squeaky the way that she does. Now, Dolly Parton does a better version, in my opinion, but I found out even the Dolly Parton version wasn't done by Dolly Parton. I got my stuff over there at the retiree table. I'll be right back over with it.
What's yours?
Larry. Open the place up at 8 o'clock. Get out there about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Based on the way you got that outfit, it looks like your injury is a little more permanent than mine.
Oh, I'm permanently disc, yeah, one might be your butt and your back meat, like that. So they pulled it up, plates and screws, and but this is for Alaska, it's for ice and snow, and keeps me from kicking the dog.
I've seen stuff similar to that. It kind of lets you know somebody's long-term when their cane is set up for the road.
No, I made the announcement last week, they are working on the bathrooms, as you notice, they're looking nice. Paint on the walls and a few things laying around here and there, but just work around it and use what's available. And so, thank you for your patience with that, and it's gonna get better. They're gonna put new flooring in there, new floors, it's gonna be awesome. So, we're having a dinner tonight with some very sick people. And bless you. So glad you're here tonight. And we're having, what was it, hot dogs?
Baked beans and chili, chips, salad, dessert, all the good stuff.
Oh, it sounds like a big. You give so much for us, and you give us tonight. We just praise you. It uses food to nourish our bodies and help us to be strong, and feel well, and be healthy, and all the things we need. We just want to thank you for the hands that prepared it, and just praise you for it so much. We are blessed. And we thank you in Jesus' name. All right,
Right now, I got Tourette syndrome and I got wrist damage, and it keeps messing with me. It's like turning my wrist, even though it hurts. And my back injuries are getting real bad, and I keep trying to stretch my arm out so I can use it. You can probably see me doing that on my cane.
Hey there.
But the biggest injury that I'm having is my back, and being counteracted and made worse by the fact that I'm using a cane, which I hope to get off of in the next couple of days.
Snuck in.
It's a matter of having room in my car to actually do it. Like, I don't have the physical ability to get everything out. And of course, most of my issue is getting fatigued, like way sooner than I should. Like, I used to walk from Chapel, Nebraska to driver's seat. Nope, too much stuff in there. I have been cleaning it out a little bit at a time as I can, but I've been yelled at a couple times recently for using people's dumpsters, so I'm trying to make sure I don't get arrested, you know? Although there are a couple of people down there at the Tillamook Sporting Goods, they told me if I want to throw something in the garbage can, just lift it up. It'll lift up a couple inches and slide it in there. If it's bigger than that, I probably shouldn't be picking it up anyway.
Really pass on that. County parks on
It's called what? But it's a yearly pass at where, though? That's one of the issues I'm having with all these services. If I wait for them to call, they'll never call. If I show up in person, they tell me, oh, you don't have to show up in person. Well, I'm going to, because if I don't, then I end up with it almost being 4 o'clock. Phone call I've been waiting on, put aside my whole day to wait for that call, so that I'm not stuck in a situation where I'm in the middle of something when they call, or a place where I have to give my private information publicly. They make it impossible because they're not following the rules or the protocols, and that's one of the biggest issues I see with at least half of the homeless people in this town. They don't know what their rights are, and instead of actually looking up their rights, they're busy lying to each other about wives' tales they heard from homeless people that were strung out. Like, yeah, of course the cops have plenty of incentive. Yes, please. I've got relatives, I know who they are, but
sitting there, but you can grab a chair and sit here too.
you want to sit by one of them, or? I may not be a real gentleman, but I can at least pretend to be. Thank you. I don't mess with any of it, but you can literally have an overdose of that stuff just from having a physical interaction with somebody who's been messing with it. Fentanyl. That's one of the drugs that they're supposed to have the Narcan for. Yeah. I believe it's for, we should ask, there's like 4 ladies here right now that are nurses, that I know for a fact are nurses, or better at the hospital, so we can ask them in specific. Bless you. It's for when people overdose. They put that up to their nose. It's basically like smelling salts, and that way they can. Well, it revives them. It brings them back before they die. You don't have to be a drug user. Yeah. Not just for drug use. Anyone could get a cigarette that is tainted with that stuff. One of the things that could be done, and I don't know if they'll allow it in the churches or at the church feeds, but it would be real nice if we had somebody that could coordinate so that when we have a situation like this, we can take advantage of the fact that there's so many bodies in the room that have been through this stuff. Almost everybody in the room has been through the ringer. We've all been through the runaround. We don't all get shafted like in the ringer, but we all still go through the runaround, which is the shafting of its own. Well, between my channel and about 100 from this town, including a bunch of mental health workers, they have a case. It's just a matter of it not being a we thing. Pretty much everybody's after just their own case. At this point, it's not even a class action that we need to be putting forth, because a class action does need to happen. But before we can do that, we got to make sure that we can, if not entirely stop the victimization by law enforcement and these other services that are preventing us, but at least curtail it enough that at least some of us have a chance. Because I mean, every one of us goes to these places. Almost all of us have the mentally ill tag. Almost all these services that I've gone through told me, oh, well, we don't know what the laws are when it comes to the mentally ill. We only know when it comes to the elderly or children. I'm like, 90% of the people who have come into your office are mentally ill homeless people. So I don't know where you're getting off saying you don't know how to do it. It helps to know my stuff. It just would also be helpful with people that know what's going on, who share it with the rest of us, instead of us having to depend on other people's wives.
I told them to hum about
You guys are not that old.
We're not that old. We're here to help out.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite the same as Stolen Valor, but
What's that? What's Stolen Valor?
Stolen Valor, that's when somebody pretends like they was in the military.
Oh.
Here it says Elder Chapman, but it's definitely not 65 and over.
Oh, I get you. I get you. Yeah, so elder is actually a title that they give to missionaries in the church. So it is fun. It's
You're pretty young.
Yeah. Alright, you want me to help you carry your food?
Nope, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and wash my hands. Did you want to help me with that? Oh, I'm messing. I wanna can't wash your hands in the bathroom now, can we?
Bathroom. I don't know, but you're more than welcome to come wash your hands right here at the hand washers.
You sure?
Yes.
Woohoo!
And let me tell you about this steak, John. You're either gonna get a piece of steak or a piece of steak, you never know. So you just, and maybe it'll come out at you and maybe it won't.
They're just gonna help carry stuff for people. But if you wanna wash your hands, go to the hand wash where that
It's weird that you have a little sink next to a big sink, but it doesn't have a little two prong for when you get stuff squirted in your eyeballs.
But it used to be an instant pot there, but it
talking about
never
how-
worked, so they just converted it into a sink.
Janice, where's your purse of keys? It's here. Is this a back?
Yes. Dear Lord, thank you for brown people, because white people suck. Amen. Now, if I had all my teeth in my head, I could have pronounced all of that properly. Oh, sorry.
Okay, but good being out, I'm glad you're back.
I was just waiting in line.
Oh.
Lady who works at the newspaper?
No.
You look very much like her.
And don't forget to have you have to take
No, I've never been here before.
Would you like to be content?
I'm from planet Mars. I'm just messing with you. You remember that one?
What new? Star Trek or something like that was.
Cowboy. Oh man, that takes me back to
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Do you like cheese or onions? Cheese?
How you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm at the
That's cool.
where we went last week. I'm serving.
Regular or vegan?
I'll take the flesh. I'll take the sins of the flesh for 200, Alex.
I'll put some more down.
Thank you, man.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, come on. I'll save you a plate.
On my chili.
Under chili, gotcha.
Yeah, all right. So which one is the meat chili?
And we're making clams at my place, so we're doing fresh clams. On the side. Oh, let me see that. There you go.
Would you like any cheese or onions?
Yes, please.
All right.
Just the because I can't.
All right, I'll see you there.
Do you want it on the side or on the chili?
On the chili.
All right, buddy.
Salad or dessert?
Yeah, I'd like one of the desserts.
All right. Would you
I got
like
my
a
eyes
bag?
closed. I'll just let you grab me which one you want. I'd love a bag.
Oh, okay. Let's put that in the bag. That way it's easier to carry. And then feel free to take candy too. There's a bunch there.
Yeah, I don't do anything good with the candy. I used to eat a lot more candy back in the day when they told me it was going to go straight to my thighs, but it never did. try to stick to real. I wanna hold your hand.
Would you like salad or dessert? Yeah. Okay. You want it in a bag?
So, actually, I'm so good guess. We are in Oregon.
You're sober?
Of course.
Oh, well, I'm glad to know you're sober.
Well, don't go tell anybody. It's only been like, what year is it? 2023? It's been like 22 years.
No, I thought you were supposed to rejoice in how many years you've been sober.
That depends on how well you fit in. Since I don't drink alcohol, I don't fit in with the alcoholics. Since I don't do heroin, I don't fit in with the heroin addicts. It's tough to find a outright fit. I could hang out with the potheads, but I don't really like smoking pot either because I'm a highly motivated individual.
I'm glad to hear that you're a highly motivated individual. The napkins are right here. Oh, yeah, you may have some.
From here, start here. First year,
That was very I do not know what
Veggie Tales.
You can only smell it when you cook. Right on top. Last year we did them outside. Now I brought my little grill thing. We grill them outside. You have all different kinds. So we're here with Oh, I came in when he was talking, so that was because he had just finished training and so we can go.
And then we have samples to go.
You know how to read minds, Gary?
Salad or
Good, no,
dessert?
fortunately.
Dessert is like so good. I'm just reading body language.
There you go.
I'll take the salad.
All right, do you like a dressing?
No, that's not gonna. Can't be right, can't be wrong. Rock and rollin', oh, and on. All right. Maybe I shouldn't make fun of old people's songs because I'm old now. I'll make fun of whatever the hell I damn well please, actually, but if only I had me a friggin' tobacco stick. That'd be nice. Looks like I still got 13% battery though. That's pretty alright. Let me see if we can piss off everybody who's not in the parking lot. Let's see, is that attached? It certainly is. Is this one attached? It certainly is not. This one. No, that one's attached. Obviously, I try to be as nice and kind as I can. Oh, that was a nasty fart.
I can't imagine anybody really telling somebody else.
What they make their trip to the sports site.
It sure sounds like it's a giant pain. Target practice. On YouTube sometimes in Pine Ridge.
I have no idea.
Well, that means that you're still going through that, I'm sure.
I think, I don't know. If I get up to the other car,
Alright, here's the joke of the day. How many deadheads does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They wait for it to burn out and then follow it around the country for 20 years. It's a horrible joke.
The Suburban up here is not good. 18 miles a gallon into that. It's about 12.
I think it's all over the place. That's northern Wyoming. But the one before it looked like Montana. It might all be here in Oregon though.
Every year we used to have to go to Montana. She's got to stay with grandma.
I found a really nice one for
Every time I see you, I almost call you Mr. Morrison. I know that's not your name, and that's why I just keep my mouth shut when I see you walking by. But it's not that I don't try to remember your name. I know it's close. I just never get it right.
Well, I'm sure glad that Donna's trying to help you figure it out. She's good.
Would anyone like an additional bottle of water? If you like cold, or you guys like cold? Would you like an additional water? Would you like an additional bottle of water? Okay. Would you guys like an additional bottle of water? Yeah, absolutely. Would you like an additional bottle of water? It's just so like, it's warm, but it's kind of heavy, right? At least it's not pouring, right? Yeah.
Want to do anything else?
Oh, then stay away, I won't let you.
I got mine. My butterscotch.
Yes, sir. Well, it was one of those moments where there was a couple of seconds of silence in the room, just enough that I could hear the word. Yeah, I heard one word, but I knew it was you were asking.
Like the big like mound they would make, right? And it would just get blacker and blacker and then when it melted, all the garbage and everything was still there. Yes. And so it's like you couldn't even. Every number was January of 2020 or something. Had as much half this of our yearly rainfall. 47 inches part of it. And I was like,
I was born in South Bluff, Nebraska, but Boulder, Colorado is my home. Boulder, Colorado, yep. That's my home.
That's right, that's what we said. Okay, well, maybe we'll make the record.
I have relatives, but it's not the same. Like, they don't really care. I don't have any drugs or money to give them. They just don't care. Yeah, I wasn't actually hatched out of an egg. I just say that as a joke. I got a mom who lives, I don't know where, but I've got a dad who lives in Washington State. We don't talk to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. You can make that.
All right, now I gotta go find out who's got the cigarettes and mug them. It's Sean David, but if you type up the words, the missing women of Hardin, Montana, it'll take you straight to my site. The missing women of Hardin, Montana. Oh, sorry. You have to type it in on YouTube and that'll take you straight to it though. Hardin, Hardin, just south of Billings.
One size fits all. There you go. Need after that? All done right now.
I was told on the 28th of January, I was in the hospital here, and I still haven't been able to take return to the because we haven't been going alone to try and do it. So tcchc and tcchc continue their campaign of sending me around in circles, which is stupid. It's expensive, and I tell them how expensive it is, and I get the well, it's a free service. It's not if you have to go back every single week to get nothing done, or if you have to wait all day for a phone call that never comes. Oh, well, you should have done something else. You should have known we weren't going to call. You're right, I should have been able to read your mind, but unfortunately I wasn't built that ability. I've been asking around, apparently nobody else has given that ability either. The ability to read minds.
Oh, I see. All right. 3 puddings?
Sure.
They actually have
2 puddings. Okay.
convention in San Francisco.
2 puddings and
Well, one thing that I've noticed about people trying to read my mind is that they always get it wrong. No, I'm not thinking about plotting, scheming, and world domination. I was just wondering why it is they're sending toilet paper. That's something that doesn't make sense. Like, oh, there's toilet paper, let's sniff it.
there must have been some good puddings. They're all gone. There you go. Huh?
The important thing is noise. That's right.
Oh, I don't know.
No dad knows with dirty TV. Let's see if I can safely make it out to the vehicle with I'll be right back to clean up my mess. Chapel, Nebraska, and Boulder, Colorado. Boulder. Used to be. Now it's just a bunch of cement stuff built by hobos that rich people put their names on. But it used to be pretty. Open sesame.
It works if you work. It never works for me.
That's because you have to do it at the grocery store. Right when you're going in and right when you're coming out. It makes you feel powerful every time. Either that or doing that and then you sing the song to go along with it.
Prince Ali, Gloria, si, Gloria, bois, bois.
Alright, I wasn't singing in public or in church. Don't tell my mother I did that. Blasphemy! Same bat time, same bat channel.
Remember that day, Sunday.
Yep, I'm still waiting for my secret decoder ring.
Where am I?
Prince Ali, Gloria, si, Gloria, bois, bois.
I wish I could remember that whole song. There's lots of people that are stupid douchebags. On the bright side, they're easy to tag. If you can't tell one overwhelming douche nozzle from another, well, that's on you, son. I'm just kidding. You ain't my boy. You ain't ugly enough. Boy. Oh my God. That's time. Do what?
Go get your canoe, huh?
Yeah.
I think it's about ready to blow off.
I keep hoping, but not yet. That's right. I'm about to park down on the south end or north end of town and go surfing for tobacco butts. I figure it's either that or stand outside of here and hit up a bunch of homeless people for their cigarettes, and that's just rude.
I don't smoke, so I can't help you.
Oh, I wasn't gonna ask you anyway. I never see you smoking. The white one?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a little bow. Hey, how you doing? My name is Sean. Don't worry, I'm not gonna bite you. a little place called Chapel, Nebraska. Kind of a shithole. I didn't come over here to talk about Chapel, Nebraska, though. I just figured I'd talk to you and pretend like you might give a shit. If you handed me the brush there, I can't really, because you have to interact the wire there. It was good to meet you, though. Oh, sorry, I farted. I hope it doesn't offend your senses too much. My name is Sean, by the way. Good. I just do not reach in at you because, lo and behold, you're not being mean or anything like that. Sure be nice to know your name, though. Also be nice to put something soft out here for you. This doesn't look exactly the most fun or the most pleasant to sleep on. Doesn't look like you've been brushed in a few days either. And that right hoof is looking bad. Well, I'm glad that gentleman pointed out that you're over here. Thank you for sniffing me. Sorry I didn't bring you nothing to eat. I figure it's best to make friends with animals without food, because then at least, you know, they like you for you. You definitely need to be reshoed, though. Well, thank you for introducing yourself. Right. I'll see you in a little bit. All right.
Right now, I'm staying in a motel. That's what they're clovers. They're trying to go over that way to get them learn how to live in. But it's not going to be.
Haven't seen you for a while. How you doing? Good.
You know, if these churches would stop asking their congregations for donations and just start selling drugs, we'd all be on homeless in about a week and a half. Just saying. That's one thing I don't get about God. He put meth on this planet, but he won't sell it. Yeah, that's my parents' drug choice. It's a lot better.
Game over, Success?
Yep, that was how it was with all my friends. Then I went, you know what? It's either leave or do it myself. I decided leaving was a better option. Got tired of having my stuff stolen. And if they're stealing from family, they'll steal from me. What's the difference between a cokehead and a meth head? A cokehead will steal your stuff. A meth head will steal your stuff and help you look for it. So does the church have a cigarette fund yet? No? So you guys aren't going to start supporting my habits?
Nope, sorry. We want to keep you well.
Well, that's good. No. If you wanted to keep me well, you'd be feeding me alcohol. But I'm not an alcoholic, so I don't need to get ill that way.
Probably not.
But thank you for the sentiments.
You're
Now, why are
welcome.
you wearing a police officer's belt?
No, it's just a cowboy belt.
You're missing something.
What am I missing?
The giant silver and gold cod piece.
Oh, yeah. I put my,
All right.
put my belt down. Don't want to do that.
Alright, well, I better get back to the world and making fun of boats.
Okay. Well, Sean, have a good evening, okay?
I'm
Got your tummy
returning.
full now, so.
Yeah, I also get to hang out with myself in my car tonight. So I get to smell all the gases that I'm creating right now.
There you go.
Woohoo! I'm a fuel production unit.
There you go. All right, we'll catch you later. Good to see you again.
You too, Gary. Jesus loves me, this I know, for I got to smoke a bowl. Or something like that. All right, so. All right, I'm sure there's a way to get it from my fucking car. Damn, that's some farting. Alright, where to next? On the bright side, I know a lot of real dirty, nasty tricks. Alright. Do what? No, sir. Did somebody leave it out? Might be. Lost their cane. It's purple, so it's my color, but it's not mine. My cane is black.
Way back into town, you come up and around.
You go to
I don't see
the.
very well in the light, so.
If you go to the road right
it's
there, and then
up in
just
here,
take a
and then-
right.
Okay,
Yep.
well, I live here. It's just I get spun around because I have schizophrenia.
Yes, sir. You're good.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm glad I don't get spun around like that. See if I can make it out here without running anybody over on accident. Good. about the library because that allows at least some private access. We're gonna make me go first. Oh, which is kind of rude because I was in the patiently waiting line of only one. And they apparently 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fucking cars. 12 cars, and they insisted that I go first. Very nice of them. Not very well thought out, but it was very nice of them. Alright, we'll end this goddamn video.